Yes, I am holding a shotgun mic while shooting on a Galaxy S8. iPhone people, don't at me. God, man, this is such a janky setup. Anyways, today we're reacting to Star Wars The Clone Wars Season 7, Episode 9. In particular, this episode is because it's the start of the final arc of the series. And there are many minute things that I've noticed in this show that I noticed not many other YouTubers have been pointing out. So I want to take some time, point those out, show you all a good time, and maybe we can actually not get copyright struck. Anyways, let's begin. If there's any audio issues, I apologize.
The Jedi Council has dispatched its generals, sending them far from the core worlds to bolster the beleaguered clones. On the distant planet of Yavana, we find...
Okay, time out. Red flag. Why? Miss opportunity alert. Why are you naming this planet Nirvana? I get it, on some random planet, right? But like, in Revenge of the Sith, which from like the past 30 seconds, you know this is taking place during Revenge of the Sith. So why is it that the place where Obi-Wan and Anakin are at is called Nirvana when in Revenge of the Sith he says this?
Ninth time. That business on Cato Nemoidia doesn't count.
After they land off Grievous's ship. So it would make perfect sense if they called it
Cato Nemoidia
instead of Nirvana, so that way when people watch this episode or this final arc, they can hop on to episode 3 and be like,
I understood that reference.
this bridge sequence. It's an amazing cinematography step up from previous battles, because one very important thing when it comes to action sequences that elevate your feelings in it is perspective. A great example of this would be in Godzilla 2014, where almost every single shot in the film is based on a human's perspective. And by doing so, it creates this sense of scale and awe from the creatures. Much like what they're doing here, they are placing the camera in areas and also in the same motions as these clone troopers, so it makes you feel like that we're in the battle itself, which thus makes us feel much more tense about the sequence in general.
It's no good. We can't locate the tactical droid. He's staying out of sight.
Anakin, where are you?
I'm right here. What are you doing down there?
So the personality they show with Anakin here is just great, especially with the...
If you want, I can hide here with you and we can let the people in the city suffer longer. We can do things my way and help them now.
All right.
Okay. I'm sorry. This scene right here, I can't get over the stiffness of the clones in the background.
I have come to surrender.
That's a relief. Notify the tactical droid.
Why have you ceased fire?
Jedi Knight Anakin Skywalker has surrendered to us, Commander.
There he is.
It's a trap, you fools. Open fire.
Now or two.
One thing I never understood is that whenever there's like a situation like this where like they have a plan that needs to be executed, the protagonist or whoever always says now or do it, and then they do it, and it's just like, why don't they just don't say anything and then perform the action? That would make more sense to me, but I don't know. I guess it's just a trope. Now this right here is an awesome scene. And I know for many people, including myself, this shot in particular is where a lot of people started getting goosebumps, including myself. And so I think a big reason for it, minus the amazing music by John Williams, is because typically when you do 360 degrees or 180 degree camera swoops like they do here, you're trying to convey there's three main things that you can portray with a shot. 1, the status of the character. 2, the turning of the tables within a battle. 3, showcase the chaos that's ensuing around the character. So in this shot in particular, this is more of the turning of the tables and the status of the power, which is very important since Anakin later in Revenge of the Sith becomes a very power-hungry character. So this shot showcasing the power that he has in this situation is just a great use of this type of shot. There's many other examples of this type of shot, including Planet of the Apes, when the antagonist ape gets onto the tank in the heat of the battle and overtakes the tank, and as it's spinning in a 360-degree motion, you see as the humans have the dominancy, they slowly lose that dominance and the apes begin to take over, turning the point into the battle. That showcases a lot of the chaos and the turning of the tables within that fight. And then another one called Battle Royale. If you have not seen that movie, I highly recommend it. Where the teacher early in the film was treated like absolute crap, getting a knife up his ass basically. And as soon as the first kill happens with the students, all the students act in a huge panic. And then you get that same type of circular shot where it showcases him being in control and having the power while having the chaos around him ensue. So basically they get a call from their commander to come back to the ship. They come back to the ship, and I have to say here that the expressions that they're showing here, absolutely fantastic, because honestly, like, that's the key thing of shows, is that you need to show and not tell. And what this show did was they showed, and not a lot of shows do that. That's what separates the great shows from the not so great shows. Granted, I know anime is a style that relies heavily on telling rather than showing, though it can be done right, and most shows don't do it right. So anyways, Ahsoka and Redhead Chick come back and they discuss their plans.
I will advise the Jedi Council of this development.
And of course, Obi-Wan acts like a son of a bitch.
She did. And still does.
And I don't know what happened here, but for some reason Obi-Wan's robe looks really, really bad. I don't know if they forgot like the textures on the robe or not, or they just ran out of time for the animation or something, but like, it just, to me, it seems like they did lose that kind of detail that they have in the show. The detail they put into like the armor and stuff in the show, and really in anything in general, it reminds me of the canvas paintings in the original trilogy, where it's just literally a canvas painting just showing the exteriors or the establishment of the settings and stuff. So obviously Obi-Wan says no. Anakin and Ahsoka catch up a little bit. And then Obi-Wan says, oh, hey, we gotta go. And there's a battle on Coruscant. And everybody in the audience is just like,
Right now, people on Coruscant need us.
No, the Chancellor needs you.
That's not fair.
okay, Ahsoka's point here, I feel like it doesn't make much sense, because like, I get it, she's supposed to be like that character who's like, I want to be a peacekeeper, I want to save lives and stuff. Like, girl, you need to understand, there's like 10 Mandalores in Coruscant. Like, since when does the population of Mandalore exceed the population of Coruscant? Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I don't know, but we'll keep going. So Anakin convinces them to split up the 501st, have Rex be in command, and then we get, of course, this excellent shot with the two saying goodbye, and then we cut to this amazing shot, great Easter egg if you've seen in New Hope, of just like the ship just coming in from over the screen. Great. And can I just say, the ray tracing that they have in this show now, it's just so good that, like, if you just take this shot right here and just give it to people who have never seen the show and be like, is this a cartoon live action? I can guarantee you that they're going to be like, that's probably live action. Because the lighting in this, I'm assuming they're using ray tracing here, but like, the lighting in this is just so good, it just makes everything look photorealistic. So they invade. Ahsoka tells Rex,
Race you to the surface!
And so we get this nice little sequence of them going down, they're fighting, they overtake the dock, the Mandalorians retreat into the underground, where Ahsoka and Rex go in to investigate, because they're trying to find Maul, of course. And I'm pretty sure, I swear, I feel like I've actually seen these tunnels before. I want to say these are reused assets from the one arc where Ahsoka gets framed for killing an innocent person. And again, great cinematography here. Okay, timeout. Did Ahsoka really just force push the rocket like right in front of the clone to her left? Like, did she really just do that? Murder! So yeah, she gets up behind all the other clones. They all die.
I was hoping for Kenobi. Why are you here?
Can I just say something about the lighting again? Because holy shit. Like just the luminance of the lightsabers, they have perfected to a T in the show as of right now. Granted, I know it's 2020, so like the technology for it would be a lot easier to use and blah 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 blah. But like still, like this needs to be addressed and praised. That and the cinematography with Mace Windu. Did I really just call him all Mace Windu? When Mace, I just did it again. When Darth Maul just comes walking through, and then with like the lighting just like barely hitting his eyes, and it's just like, whew. And there we go. That is Star Wars: The Clone Wars Season 7, Episode 9. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna react to any of the other episodes of this arc, just because there isn't really a whole lot that I can get out of commentary wise. Granted, I know there's still like a lot of like great shots. I can talk about the ray tracing and everything. I'm assuming if they are using ray tracing, but like the lighting and stuff, all that is just fantastic for this last arc. I don't know, I might do it if this video gets enough traction, which I doubt, but I just want to say, Dave Filoni, thank you so much for making this final season. To be quite honest, this final season, especially this last arc, has actually brought my love for Star Wars back. So Dave Filoni, thank you so much. I can't repay you for that. Yeah, the sequel trilogy did not, it didn't really do much for me, and honestly, like that plus with all the internet bullshit, it made me lose a lot of the love I had for Star Wars, and this brought it back to me. So Dave Filoni, once again, thank you. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I'll be trying doing other reactions like this, maybe not for this show in particular, but maybe like an episode or two from different series and stuff, particularly ones I've enjoyed and found a lot of filmmaker insight on. So without further ado, as the Macedonians always say, ciao ciao.